we hear a shout, a very tiny shout, something like Allahu Akbar, and you saw two terrorists with knives running to one of the soldiers, 9-year-old and 6 years old.
Inside of Israel.
Inside a military compound.
Hello and welcome to Heroes of Zion, the podcast where I bring to you the reality on the ground, told to you by people who were there, who experienced and saw everything that happened beyond the headlines and beyond the noise. Today, our guest is Lieutenant Colonel Tomer Bouck, which he took himself out of his house, away from his family, on October 7th in the morning to go and protect Israelis. With all of the chaos, he describes to detail. He illustrates exactly the chaos that happened on the Gazan envelope. He tells the Nova site that he saw, the massacre. He tells about kids, 6, 9, 12-year-old kids that ran towards him with knives, with rifles, with RPGs. But then he was taken to northern Samaria, to Jenin, where he managed to stop a second October 7th. They actually tried to join the Hamas and the Gazans, but a lot of people don't know about it. And he tells exactly the reality in Jenin, one of the HQs, how he says it, of terrorism in Judea and Samaria. So please subscribe and share the episode so that more people can hear the reality on the ground. And if you want to support the podcast in any way, shape, or form, link will be in the description below. And without further ado, let's get into the episode. Do you see what happened with Haaretz? That the Israeli army is just murdering Gazans that are going to the aid centers. Do you know anybody there?
I know people in the
aid centers?
Yeah,
in southern Gaza?
Centers. I don't know anything about killing Palestinians there. We have El Shabab. Mm-hmm. It's something like 300, let's say, military semi-terrorist organization that we work with. They are in the border of this specific areas with the U.S. inside, and I don't know anything about killing even one Palestinian there. It's a propaganda in general, but Haaretz always and other people that said automatically without checking, without doing, okay, it's done. It's a done deal. Let's move forward. Because, listen, I don't know if this is probably about money. Because I don't think it's helping Israel in general.
No,
it's not true. It's not true. It's not even close to the truth. It's something like the BBC. They can say whatever they want, even if it's a lie. And then Israel doing a lot of things, and it will take a lot of time to say different, but it already gone
happened.
Out.
The damage already done.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm really trying to think logically because, I mean, first of all, they state that anonymous soldiers and commanders came and told them that they can open live fire towards Palestinians in the aid center. That's what they claim. And the Gazans claim that about 500 people have already died from IDF fire in these places. So they connect it to dots as they say IDF is killing Palestinians. Now, obviously, everybody's anonymous. There are no proof. There are no video. There's nothing about it, just the Gazans' word and these anonymous people. Logically, I mean, you go on Telegram, the Gazans film everything, every single bombardment, every single... If this happened every single day, wouldn't be a single person filming the IDF firing, and there's nothing. You see later people running, you see bodies on a place, but you never see the act itself. If it's been happening for weeks now, every single day. But what does Haaretz get to gain from these kind of articles? Because they used to be like the pinnacle of good writing. People used to trust them. And now, article after article, they're losing the trust of so many people. What's there to gain from these things? I don't get it.
Maybe they get money from institute or maybe different countries that have interest It's part of, I think, a larger, we can say a deep state, okay, in general, and say, okay, everything is a deep state.
Yeah.
But if we can see a couple of people that say something on the 8th or 10th of October, that we have to starve everybody and we need to do this and this and this, like Yair Golan in general. But then again, couple year after, they are saying the truly opposite.
Yeah.
So something happened.
But Yair Golan in the first week said that.
For sure.
Yeah. The opposite of what he's saying now.
So something happened.
Something happened. Money got from somewhere, you're saying.
I think so, because it doesn't make sense. And I can tell you about Yair Golan, when he was in the army, he was very offensive. He was very offensive in
his tactics.
Yeah. He was very offensive. So what happened to him? Is it something that happened? Is it came from a different position that includes money? Maybe. Yeah. Maybe the arts also. It's maybe the funds that they are raising. Maybe the funds that are raising, telling them, okay, you have to write this and this and this. Mm-hmm. And in general, Haaretz doesn't support, in general, the IDF doesn't support.
Oh, no, it's an anti-Zionist place. I think in November 2023, they tried to remove the word Jewish from when you talk about Israel as a Jewish democratic state. They tried to remove the word Jewish. And now their publisher said that they called the Palestinian terrorist freedom fighters. I mean, they are an anti-Zionist, anti-Israel newspaper.
It's post-Zionist, maybe.
Post-Zionist?
Yeah, because in general, they will say it's post-democratic, it's post-Zionist. They want to do something else in the country, and they cannot. Because a lot of people are going to the election and voting to the other part.
They're pushing away people.
Yeah.
They're pushing away people because the whole idea of the Jewish state is to be a Jewish state. The whole idea of Zionism is believing the Jews should have a place of their own. So being anti-Zionist or post-Zionist in the Jewish state doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, but then again, they have a large base in Israel that read
They still do?
Yeah, I think
Are they losing a base or?
I don't know for sure how many, but if you will see, for example, Yair Golan and the Democratic Party that includes Meretz and Avoda, between them is something like 10 mandates. So it's almost 1 million people.
Yeah.
So it's quite a lot.
It's quite a lot. Well, hopefully we're here to bring them the reality on the ground and help them see the other side, at least.
I think there is a big other side.
Yeah.
Because in general, the fighter people, the reserves people that are in the ground are very optimistic. Mm-hmm. And it's quite strange because in the news, every day, you can open them and close them and get depressed every day.
It's insane.
And when you're going to the fields and you will see and learn about who fights, what happened, and things, and we are losing people. In general, we are very optimistic on the end.
Yeah,
more than 85% optimistic than all the people that are sitting on the couch and looking at the news.
I think what you're saying this is very important because there's a very strong importance for, like you're saying, knowing the reality on the ground. You're saying the people right now in the battlefield who are there, who are experiencing and doing it, are more optimistic. On October 2023, the people who were detached from the reality in Gaza, and the people who were not detached, some survived, some didn't. Some knew how to handle what was going on, some didn't. So I think there's a very strong importance to knowing exactly what's going on. I have no problem if you're from the opposition, if you're from the left. But if you have all of the information and you give me concrete things to discuss with me, I think that's democracy that's important. But if you come to me and talk to me from a place of a lack of knowledge, that's where we get to these fights that lead nowhere. So I think
this is the base of the crisis. The lack of knowledge.
Lack of knowledge.
Yeah. They are, you can fight with different people on the net, on the social media, and when you are putting facts, they're vanished from the other side.
Oh, 100%.
They cannot interfere or have a good explanation about facts. And when you are talking about specific facts, they are losing their minds and starting to poke you specifically.
Yeah, because they say that facts don't change emotions.
And you are that, and you are that. And they going by a list, an Excel list. And if you are not inside the whole package of Excel, you are on the other side and they will attack you.
Oh, yeah. 100%.
So I think we have a problem. This is the main thing. The main thing is knowledge. Is base knowledge, is knowing what happened, who is responsible in general, who is to blame in general, and starting to do something else.
100%.
Something that will connect everybody. Because in the general thing, most people in Israel, I think 85% are agreeing on everything. 85%.
You think?
I think.
Okay.
85% we are agreeing on everything. So we have something like 50% that we can agree on or disagree. And it's okay. It's okay. Yeah. Everybody can have his own opinion. I love different opinions. I love to argue because maybe I'm a Jew and we are all the time arguing about all kinds of things.
Our religion is based on argument.
Yeah, for sure.
I think the problem with what you're saying, I agree with it, but it's the famous phrase that facts don't change emotion. And most of these people are moved more by emotion than by facts. Like we're seeing now, another article that came out this month from Haaretz, our favorite newspaper, is they say that the real number of deaths in Gaza is 100,000. And then you go start reading and you see that's not really the case. Or the IDF is killing, and then you start reading and you see that's not really the case. And it's more emotion than facts. Like you said, you tell somebody the facts and he'll start attacking you because the fact doesn't change his emotion. He got to his place because he feels a certain way, and if you don't agree with him, he'll start attacking you.
I think it's a cult. We can call it a cult. Yeah, for sure, because they are speaking a specific words. Everybody doing the same.
The genocide, apartheid.
Everybody talking the same. Everybody is educated. It's very strange because all the people here on this cult is educated, but they are talking like they have a jelly brain, and they are doing a fact like somebody wrote them a manifest, and they are working with the manifest. And where you breaking it by facts, everything is lost.
Oh yeah,
the manifest is not handling facts in general. So I think from my point of view or perspective, there are some sort of cult, and they are feeling like a band of people and not individual.
Yeah.
Because in general, I can say to them, I didn't vote for this one and this one, so you cannot say I'm this thing. But then again, I'm thinking for my own, and I'm thinking differently than you. You
have your own opinion.
Yeah, for sure.
Based on what you read and not what you feel.
For sure.
Exactly.
So I think we are not talking about individuals. We're talking about a cult.
A movement.
A movement, some sort of cult. Okay. I will take the movement as an option.
Yeah.
But this is unique. This is from, let's say, the last 4 years. And it's a marble in a glass that if you are shaking it, it's doing a lot of noise.
Yeah.
Because if you put a lot of marbles in the glass until the top and you are shaking it, nothing happens.
Yeah.
So it's a bunch of people. I don't care. They can do whatever they like. They can say whatever they like. I'm trying to argue with them in the social media, but I'm putting it aside.
Yeah, no. Social media, trying to argue with people over there, it's not possible. I think we're going to put aside the very loud minority who just, you cannot talk to them. We're going to try to talk to the silent majority who might not think like you and I do. And like you said, if they're still here, hopefully we can get to them, just to hear the facts from somebody who has been in the field, not just the past year and a half, but more.
Yeah.
So October 7th, Saturday morning, it was a chaos in the sense that nobody knew what was going on. But you kind of knew what was going on because you have a lot of experience in the South. I mean, that was your main objective during most of your army, your experience in the army.
Yeah.
So you already saw the little details that
I felt something.
You felt something
Yeah.
bigger was happening at like 7:30 in the morning.
Maybe earlier.
Even earlier.
I got a gut feeling.
Yeah.
Okay. When I'm getting the gut feeling,
Yeah.
I'm starting to do some actions.
Yeah.
To check what's going on.
Yeah. So I wanted to ask, how did you you self-deployed? So how did you deploy, and who were you supposed to report to in that morning?
So I woke up at 6:32 in the morning in Hod Sharon. It's, let's say, half an hour from Tel Aviv, northern than Tel Aviv. I took all the children to the mamad, to the shelter, and stay there for, let's say, 10 minutes as they order. When I got out, I told to myself, what happened? What did the IDF did that we get so much rockets?
Oh, you thought we started?
Yeah, I thought for sure we started something.
Yeah.
Because day before, I talked to my commander, Asaf Hamami, and asked him what's going on. Because a week after, my unit supposed to came and do some practice, shooting practice. So I asked him what's going on in Gaza and what's going on in general. He told me everything is quiet. Said Chag Sameach, and
Yeah.
we finished the talk in the afternoon, a day before, on the 6th of October. And we scheduled to the 8th of October to speak about the practice of my unit.
Yeah.
So something was strange. When I went out from the shelter, I opened my phone and I checked. I have WhatsApp groups. Usually in Shabbat, everything is quiet because some of them are religious. And I saw a couple of things. I saw a huge missile attack, a huge. This was the first. And I remembered that we saw something quite the same in Hezbollah in 2006. They started to shoot a lot of missiles, and then they kidnapped the soldiers.
Yeah. 2006 was the Second Lebanon War.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I thought it's quite the same. I opened the TV. I didn't went back to sleep. And I tried to get something. Nobody called me. It's important to say, Asaf Hamami, my commander, was killed. And he went to Nirim and fight the terrorist, the Nukhba terrorist. And he said, before he got killed, that this is a war. But he didn't call nobody.
So he declared a war before everybody else.
Yeah. He was the first one that said this is a war.
Yeah. What's his position? What does he do in the army? He's a brigade commander?
So he's a brigade commander. He's in charge of the south of Gaza,
Okay.
the area, including a lot of places, kibbutz, couple of kibbutz and settlements in this area. He was killed in 7:15, and 7:30. I sent him a message on the WhatsApp. Commander, I'm waiting for you. Just tell me what to do, and I will come with all my soldiers. It's important to say I have 600 soldiers. They're mainly from Givati. Very, very good soldiers. professional soldiers. And I told him, we will come. So I opened the news. The first thing I saw is a pickup truck, a Toyota pickup truck inside Sderot with nukhbas. I saw the pictures something like 15 times. I didn't believe it. I thought, I tried to see from other side. It wasn't real.
Yeah.
Because I saw the border. I saw the Gazan strip before. I know nobody can infiltrate these defenses in general.
You had 100% security on the defenses.
Everybody told us we have time. Everything is closed. They cannot breach it. Everything is sealed in general. So I saw it like 15 times. I opened the WhatsApp of our commanders, my commanders, and told them, listen, something bad happened. Prepare yourself. Maybe we will jump to a specific point and get the gear and the guns and something.
Start arming up, start getting ready, get all the tools ready.
Something is not right in general. I took myself, I put the clothes, and I started to walk to the door. My wife stand between me and the door and told me, crying. She knows what I'm going to do. You're not going anywhere. She cursed me a lot.
Yeah.
You're crazy. What are you doing? You have to stay here with all the children.
Yeah, you have a full house. You have a wife. You have seven children.
Yeah. So I told her, I'm sorry. I have to do it. I went down.
Yeah. What was the reason for telling that you have to do this? I mean, family is important.
Yeah, it's very important, but you have something inside of you that it's insane, right? Because in every country, people, when there's an earthquake, war, people are fleeing.
Yeah.
They went out in Israel. In general, when things happened, you can see a lot of crazy people. I'm probably a crazy one that will take everything and went inside this thing to help.
Yeah, because most people who listen to this podcast have no military experience, don't know what's going on. So to tell them that you chose to go to this thing instead sounds completely insane.
Yeah, it's quite insane from one side. The other side is something inside that tells you have to do it. For sure, you have to do it because you don't have anybody else to do it, and you have responsibility to go there to protect the people and in
the end, if you don't go there, I mean, your family might be in more danger if you don't do it.
For sure.
Than if you stay in your house.
For sure. You're protecting your children. For sure.
Yeah.
100%. So this is the main reason. So after I saw everything, and I hear that they have nukhbas in Sderot, they have something in Zikim on the beach, and somebody told in the news that they have something in Be'eri. I took the 3 parts. I said, okay, it's larger than what I know. Something really bad happened, and we have to go. I have to go specifically to get orders. I'm getting the orders in general in Reim. Reim base is inside the. It's something like 3 kilometers
from the border with Gaza.
From the border in Gaza.
Yeah, it's right there.
So I took the car and started to drive. I took my gear. I have almost everything. I had a gun a couple of years before, but I sold it. So I thought I will go to the base. I will get a gun, and then maybe I will go to some of the kibbutzes in the area. While driving south, I was quite near Ofakim. I didn't know the Nukhbas is already inside the base, fighting inside the base. I didn't know it.
What time was this?
8:25, something like this.
It was more or less the second barrage of missiles already starting.
Yeah, the missiles is
All the time.
already there. I have a pictures. If you want, I will send you in the end.
Send me everything.
I told everybody. I recorded because I'm driving. I recorded from my wheel. I told them, listen, something very bad is happening. Prepare yourself, because I saw everything and I took a picture near Ofakim. When I raised the phone, I realized that somebody said in the group of the commanders, don't go to Re'im. They didn't explain anything. Don't go to Re'im, go to another place. So I turn around. It's my first miracle, because something like 3 kilometers ahead was Nukhbas that waited for people to come.
We're ambushing people.
Yeah, in Ofakim.
Yeah.
Something like 3 trucks with heavy machine guns, and I didn't have anything to fight.
I think I know. I mean, I don't know if that's specific, but there are videos of these like 3-4 Nukhba teams with the pickup trucks, with the big guns, just in this the 232 road, waiting for people, and whoever passes just gets sprayed with bullets.
For sure.
Yeah.
So they closed an area and waited for people to come and kill them. You have it on Mefalsim crossroad. It's a area that you have to slow down. They put 2 pickup trucks on the road and shot everybody. So a lot of people died there.
Yeah.
So I heard that I have to go to someplace else. I went there. Something like 3 minutes before I'm getting there, a missile fell in open field, just 10 meters, 20 meters from me. And the shreds went like a matrix, flew before my truck.
So they missed you by this much.
One of them hit my truck. I didn't realize it. Like 3 days after, I saw a hole inside my truck.
You didn't notice a hole until 3 days later?
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, wow.
So this is the second miracle. I went inside. I saw some commander that I know, and he was white, totally white. I asked him, okay, hey, my friend, Elik, what happened? He told me that all the area of the Otef is no longer under Israeli control.
Yeah. And the whole Gazan envelope is already conquered by
terrorists.
Yeah.
And he took me to see pictures. It's not a pictures, it's live cameras from some of the places. And I saw a lot of Nukhbas in pickup trucks, bikes, on foot, getting inside the compounds of military and of civilians. And it was crazy. And when I sent a message to my commanders and told them it's not everything is lost. They conquered a couple of places. They didn't believe me in general. When I sent them and I told them, okay, all the units is on. Everybody go to Ktziot. This is our place. The road is not safe. Go from here and here and here. And go as soon as possible. And it's a holiday. And like 1/3 of my unit is religious. And I'm thinking to myself, okay, it's a big problem because they don't have phones. And this is like Yom Kippur.
Yeah.
So I hope for myself that everybody will realize we have a very bad condition. It's a no time. I got a command that said, take 20 soldiers, put a commander on top of them. It's the strangest order that I got in my whole career, 27 years in infantry. Put a commander and send them to the main goal is restore the situation to what was before, to take the enemies back to Gaza, and to kill all the Nukhba's terrorists in the area in general.
Yes.
In the roads, in the kibbutz, in the military compound. So
gain back control.
Yeah, gain back control for sure. So I was at 10 on Ktziot after a long drive.
10 in the morning.
Ktziot is something like 3 hours from Tel Aviv. Okay, in general, it's some place that nobody knows about.
Yeah.
It's the end of everything.
Yeah.
Left. So
end of the world left.
Yeah. So after 3 hours, I have in my grasp something like 300 infantry soldiers that willing to go and fight. 300.
Ready to deploy already?
Yeah.
Armed?
No, not armed.
Okay.
Ready.
Yeah, okay.
People that wears white clothes.
Because it was a...
Yeah, because of the holiday that went from the synagogue directly to
the battlefield.
Ktziot. And everybody said, okay, where's the weapons? Where's the things? Let's move on. Because everybody knows it's critical. I called my commander, because my commander was killed and kidnapped. And the second man on command was badly wounded. So I don't have anybody above me that can tell me what's going on. From the other side, I want the people to get guns and to get ammunition and let's go. And then the bureaucracy happened in the Israeli army, because they told me, okay, you did it on your own. You took
you didn't wait for orders.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You took the responsibility to take everybody from the houses here. We didn't call you. In general, they didn't call nobody.
Yeah.
So you have to wait. We waited from noon until 5.
5 p.m.
Yeah.
Just waiting. While everything was going on.
Sitting on our
That's
asses.
also something that people don't grasp. People are asking, where was the army? Why was... People don't know the amount of chaos and disorganization. They caught us with our pants down.
For sure.
And people, like you are a person with experience who self-deployed, who went down, and you were waiting for 5 hours. People cannot understand this super advanced army and everything.
Less than 350 soldiers, not the combat ones, in general, was in the Gaza Strip, protecting 350.
Like inside Gaza or around?
In the borders.
Yeah. When the attack happened or after?
When the attack happened.
350 soldiers.
Yeah, that's it. It's almost nothing.
But look, also, I mean, credit is due where credit is due to our enemies. They were very synchronized. They brought down the cameras, the communication in minutes.
Everything was amazing from their side. They did everything to break this obstacle, this border, and get inside. And
they did it very synchronized.
Yeah, for sure.
Yep.
So
5 p.m.
5 p.m. I got, after shouting, after cursing, after I told them I will infiltrate the armory and get guns.
Oh, you'll break into the armory.
Yeah, I will break to the armory. And they told me, okay, we will not give you ammunition. I told them, what?
They're fighting against you.
Yeah.
Because they need to do things bureaucratically.
Yeah. And it was crazy. People called us and told us, listen, the army is not here. They're killing us. Please come. And people, they have families inside this area, told me, listen, show me WhatsApp. Listen, the terrorist is inside the building. We have to get some help. It was crazy. And we are waiting, and people come to me and say, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? And you have to say something to the people. And you don't have anything above. Nobody talks to you. The one thing they told you, okay, send them back home.
Yeah.
I told them it's not going to happen.
What were your commanders?
I don't have any commanders right now. They said me, send all the unit home. I told them nothing from this will happen. We are here. We're gearing up. After 5, let's say like 6, I took 5 cars, private ones. Mm-hmm. We didn't have any cars at all, army cars. I took my big car. I had a Kia Sorento with 7 places. I took the children seats back, and I put some soldiers. I choose it's 5 cars. I choose people from all the units, and we started to drive to get orders to Reim compound. And still, I didn't know that Nukhba attacked it before, because I don't have any knowledge about what happened. I know.
You don't know the big picture.
No.
You know the Gazan envelope is taken, and that's it.
Anything. I know that we have terrorists in Be'eri. I know that there is something in Kibbutz Reim. I know it's something in Zikim. I know that there are some fighting between police officers and Nukhbas in Sderot.
Did you know about the Nova by this time?
No. I just heard there from somebody, from two soldiers that came from the festival to Ktziot. They told me, listen, they have 2 festivals. There were 2.
Yes.
With a lot of wounded, and that's it. They went from the festival through the open roads. They didn't went to the main road, to the dead place.
Yes.
So they went from the other side, break the car. The car was totally ruined, but they saved a lot of people.
So the soldiers that got to you, they didn't see the dead people with their eyes, so they didn't know there were dead people yet.
No.
Yeah.
So I took the cars. It's almost 6:20. I went from Ktziot to Tze'elim to Reim, and from Reim to Tel Gamma. This is the crossroad that's truly near Kibbutz Reim and the Reim military compound. I saw the first trashed cars inside the open fields, and all the doors are opened, and bodies starting. I started to see bodies.
You can see like the scenes that happen over there.
Yeah, and it was crazy. And the smell, we opened all the windows, put the guns out with the bullet inside, because we can, Hamas can shoot us and we will kill inside the cars. So we prepared ourselves. And one important thing, there is a children lock. And when we started, we pushed for a specific scenario that Hamas will shoot in our cars and we will have to go out. So we started by practicing. So I did 2 practices. The first one, the first two in the cars, the driver and the other one went out, and the people in the back was trapped because they couldn't open. Yeah. So we learned from it, and somebody was with the finger on the children lock, push it, and everybody can went.
So you started drilling what happened if you get ambushed by Hamas in the middle with a child lock.
Yeah, so it's crazy.
It's crazy.
You cannot think about it.
It's something you never train on.
It's surreal. Yeah. It's surreal in general. So first thing, we went to Kibbutz Re'im, and we saw a lot of bodies. I saw a very specific body just near the entrance. After a couple of days, I realized it's one of my commanders, Roy Levy.
You didn't recognize him in the beginning?
No. He was face down. He was he just opened his Jeep, went outside and got shot. He didn't realize, I think, what's going on. He killed on the spot, and all his team. So
that was one of your direct commanders that you were supposed to get orders from?
No, he's not. He's not a specific commander that he was former. I was under him for 2.5 years, but way back.
Yeah.
So we went to Kibbutz Re'im. I asked the commander there if they need help. There was still fighting there. He told me everything is under control. He asked me if I want to get inside one of the places. I saw a lot of bodies over there already. I told him no need to go inside. And if he doesn't need me, I will move forward. So I took everybody and went back to the military compound of Re'im. You have to understand, the road was full of bodies and full of trashed cars and cars with the shooting, a lot of shooting on them and bodies inside. It was crazy. The smell over there is a smell of death, including smell of tires, something burned, maybe chemicals over there, blood, maybe burned body that
flesh.
Flesh, something sweet, and it's crazy. It's crazy. I can still smell it right now. So we are moving with our cars without trying not to move on bodies, and
you had to actually maneuver between the bodies.
Yeah, bodies and cars.
Yeah, you're not the first person telling me this. This is insane.
And every couple of minutes, we are going out because there's a alarm that said the rockets are.
Yeah, the sirens are sounding because there's a rocket barrage.
Yeah, so.
And by this point,
a drive from Re'im Kibbutz to the Re'im base compound, in general, it's 5 minutes. It took us almost half an hour.
Because of all the stops and all this.
Because everything. And it was crazy. When we went near, we saw a lot of bikes. Just inside when we turned.
Yeah.
It was crazy because I thought to myself, why there is so much bikes here? And I didn't realize it's the terrorists that put it back and went inside.
Oh, motorcycles.
Motorcycles.
Oh, yeah. No bicycles.
No, motorcycles. We started to go inside.
So that shows you there's a lot of terrorists inside there.
Yeah, for sure. We started to get inside. No soldier was in the entrance. In general, you have like 4 or 5 soldiers in the entrance that check you, that check your identity, blah, 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 blah. Nothing. Nobody.
What do you think at that point?
Some blood and nothing else.
Yeah. Did you assume anything at that point?
I heard in the road that something happened there.
Yeah. Did you know to what extent?
No, I didn't know anything.
Yeah.
Anything.
At this point, you're just going by what's happening right now.
Yeah.
You're not assuming anything.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm checking everything with my eyes.
Yeah.
Because you don't have any clue what's going on in general.
That sounds like I don't know if to say fight or flight, but a survival mode. You're just living right now. Whatever you see right now, it's what you respond to, and you don't assume anything.
Yeah, for sure. So we went inside. It's a couple of minutes after a drone attack a sport area that Nukhbas were went inside. Something like almost 15 Nukhbas were inside this place before going out and attack. So a drone launched a rocket inside a military Israeli compound. Mm-hmm. It's a first time. It's crazy. So we still saw the smoke in the area that the drone hit. A lot of bodies of terrorists over there with rocket launchers, with grenades that you can see on the ground.
Yeah.
Grenades. A lot of they shoot a lot of areas. They went to places, and you can see people that washing with water, a lot of blood from areas. Mm-hmm. It's surreal. It's surreal. You're going to a place that you know for a lot of years that is safe in general, and then you realize
it's a bloodbath.
For sure, it wasn't, because people defend a lot of other people, but in general, it's crazy. It's crazy. It's so crazy that you cannot, you won't think before the 7th of October, even close to the real event.
They broke this unbreakable wall of security.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure. So I went inside and checked with the people, what's going on? Tell me. Give me some clues about what's going on. They tell us to spread and search part of this military compound, and we search it. It's already night, and we hear a shout, a very tiny shout, something like Allahu Akbar. Mm-hmm. And you saw two terrorists with knives running to one of the soldiers from Rafah, 9-year-old and 6 years old, with knives, open knives.
Inside of Israel?
Inside a military compound. Inside a military.
How far is that from the border?
3 kilometers. 3.5 miles. 3 kilometers. And Rafah is something like 10 miles almost from this area. You realize that people that came to attack are families. Families, 6 and 9-year-old from Rafah with knives, not in their pockets, not closed one, open ones, and they're running just to kill Jews. Okay, this is their mission. We asked them, somebody spoke Arabic, asked them.
Oh, you managed to stop them and
yeah. We cuffed them and sent them, because it's crazy. I have children. I have 6 years old, and I have almost 9 years old. I'm looking at these children. They are tiny than my children, because I'm big. But in the end, it's crazy. What are you going to do? You kill them?
You said you questioned them. What do they tell you?
They tell us they come from Rafah. They tell us they are here to kill Jews in general.
Yeah. Did they tell you who they come with?
No.
They just came by themselves?
No. They were frightened in general, because they saw the guns.
Because they're kids.
Yeah, but they have a lot of courage, because they're running inside.
With knives towards soldiers.
With knives.
At night. 10 kilometers from their home.
The range is a couple of meters. Mm-hmm. We can easily shot them to death without even hesitate, and it was okay. But then again, you have to live with yourself knowing that you killed some child.
So if you can prevent it, you'll prevent it.
Yeah, we cuff them. We cuff them and we bring them to a army police officer.
Yeah.
So this is a event. The other thing was in later that night, some girl called someone like 4 hours before, tell him I was wounded. I'm wounded. I'm near a tank in Re'im. It's the Nova in general. And
the Nova Festival.
You have to come and rescue me.
So it was also at night.
At night, it's 12:30. I took my team, and I said I will do it. I drove quite near, took a lot of soldiers, and went inside this event. We stayed there from 1:30 until 5 in the morning. We didn't find her in the end. A lot of bodies. It's not 10, 15. It's like, I thought for myself, it's like a dolls in a store, because everybody was white and it was crazy. In general, I don't remember something like 2.5 hours from it. Nothing.
Your brain erased it.
Yeah. It's something inside, for sure.
Yeah.
But I don't remember. I remember the entrance. I remember it was dark. I remember the lights came from two options. The lights from the cars that stills open, and cars that are burning. So
there were still cars burning.
Yeah. So we still have a couple of options that we can see, but everything is dark. We know that there are still terrorists in this area. So we're moving very slow, and we are with guns preparing for the attack and to respond and searching for somebody. So you can search, but you're not calling them in megaphones and nothing. You speak very quiet, and you started in general, you are hearing more than you are speaking. Every move, everything that cracks, you are totally alert and you are ready for everything.
You're still waiting for terrorists to engage you in this location.
For sure, or for survivors.
Yes.
But nothing. It's death everywhere.
So up until now, up in this moment, you were not engaged by terrorists during this day?
No.
Directly?
No.
Okay.
No.
Did that change at any time?
No. For my unit, no. For other units, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. There was... they dig something that looks like a graves, took leaves and put on themselves and waited for some units to come.
Oh, the Nukhba terrorists.
Yeah. And then they will jump, shoot. Sometimes they were killed, but engaging with the army.
Oh, wow.
So it happened a couple of days until the 10th. In general, in the 10th, I got orders to take all my units and move it to the north, to a place called Jalame.
Wait, northern Gaza?
No, not northern Gaza.
Yeah.
Wait, from Gaza.
Yeah, before we move from Gaza, again, you as a commander from the Gaza district, the Gaza region, you have a lot of experience over there. And I'm guessing you studied Hamas, you were engaged with them at some point. Did any of the tactics or the terrorists they sent, did anything surprise you by how they did or the people who were engaged in the Gazan envelope? Was anything new to you?
I think yes and no. Okay. I thought they are a very sophisticated component from one side. I think what surprised me was the intelligence. They know everything. They knew a lot of things that I'm, as a commander, as a senior commander, didn't know.
Like what, for example?
You have a unit in Urim called 220, 820. And they have a lot of things, secret, very top secret, including human, SIGINT, and all kinds of things. Hamas knew it, knew where exactly they are. Hamas knew on the border where to cut the communication. They blasted, and all the cameras in the area was shut down. We have a machine gun that you can, with joystick, shoot it from way back. It's not connected. That's called Roa Yora. This thing have a dome on top of it when it's not shooting. It's open when they start shooting. A drone was up on top of it, and when they started to open it, they destroyed it. So they thought about all the little things, including a very specific intelligence on the places. They know where's the head of the Kitat Kolenut.
Kitat Kolenut is like the party of people who's ready to jump and deploy when something happens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they know where's the head. They know where are the guns. It's crazy. It's crazy. And they know where to go, to the synagogues, to the areas with the people, to the kindergartens. They have a specific maps. They have a specific details. Some of them went to the Nova, but in general, they had to go to other places.
Yeah.
To go to Ofakim, to go to Netivot, to go maybe to Ashdod.
You also told me about more younger soldiers, younger terrorists that they send, not just with the kids with the knives, right?
Yeah, they have in Mefalsim area, they have a 20-year-old terrorist with guns that shoot and kill people on Mefalsim.
20?
20 years old.
Yeah.
It was so tiny. A lot of people.
20 is slim. 20 is not that young.
20.
12.
12.
12.
12. Sorry.
12 is very different than 20.
Yeah. 12 years old.
12 years old with what guns?
With the
rifle?
Yeah.
He knows how to use it.
MK47. Yeah. He killed people.
MK47? Which one is that?
Kalach.
That's a Kalashnikov.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's what the ones they use. You need some training to know how to use that rifle.
For sure.
It's not just going and pressing the...
For sure, they're trained. They are trained.
I mean, we have footage of these Hamas summer camps of them.
Listen, some of them wear a uniform that is almost identical to Tzal, to the IDF. Some of them wear a black uniform, and some of them wear uniform that almost identical to police officers. Okay, so it was quite hard.
They dress these kids as police officers.
Not just kids, everybody, all the Nukhbas.
Oh yeah, they took IDF uniforms.
Yeah. They went already.
Oh, they got it from Gaza.
From there.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, in the north part of Gaza, almost all the Nukhbas were uniforms that almost identical to the IDF. The thing is, some of them were with RPGs, with rocket launchers. It's quite difficult in Israel because we are not using it. So if you have a rocket launcher RPG, probably you're a terrorist. Yeah. And MK47.
Yeah, in Israel we have a Tilau. We don't have the RPG.
Yeah. So we are using Tavor and we are using M4. And they are using different kind of things. So they look like soldiers with everything, with perfect gears, and they are using MK-47. So this is the difference.
That's how you know how to recognize them. That just goes to show you the sheer amount of chaos on October 7th, because a lot of people like to try and go to conspiracy theories and see where was this army that's fully trained. People don't know how well and prepared this attack was and how deep and chaotic everything was. Because even after the starting shot, even after they come in, because they were in IDF uniform, because they shot on the cameras and everything, until people from their houses got to the Gazan envelope, until people got their weapons, until people were organized to attack, it was already night. Like you're saying, I mean, you actually started doing things in the late afternoon. People don't understand the sheer amount of chaos just in the Gaza area.
It was crazy.
It was crazy.
It was crazy. It was crazy. It was hard. It was hard to see the big picture.
Yeah.
It took a lot of time because everything was chaotic. In general, I can say you have to decide between bad choices and very bad choices.
Yes. To be able to survive and
to be able to act.
Yes.
Okay? Because you can freeze or you can act. It depends on you because you don't have anything above.
Yeah.
So I prefer to act. It took time, but after all the bureaucracy, you started to move forward. So it had an impact.
Even you, a commander with a lot of experience in Gaza, the Gazan envelope, and you yourself, like you were about to start saying, you were not sent to Gaza. You were sent to northern Samaria.
Yeah.
And over there, a whole big thing was also about to happen. So what did you and your unit uncover in northern Samaria? What do you guys had to face there?
So it took time to take everybody from the north to from the south to the north. When we get there, it was very hard because we need to some unit need to go, and we came to replace this unit. It took time. We are scheduled to 4. We switch between us, let's say at 8. It was already dark. The thing is, if you switch at 4, you have still time of flight just to see the area, just to move in the area. At 9, we ambushed terrorists and we killed 3 terrorists. It's just an hour of get the responsibility of this area.
Yeah.
So an hour after I took a full responsibility of the area, we hit 3 terrorists and killed them. Another one got hit but ran.
Yeah.
And
northern Samaria is the area of towns like Jenin, right? Any other big towns?
It's Jenin, Tulkarem, Nur Shams, Shechem. This is the area.
All the way to Tulkarem.
Our area is Tulkarem, Nur Shams, and Jenin.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
okay,
it's quite
big
big.
Area.
It's quite big. So inside the car of this terrorist, we saw a lot of IED, something like more than 50 kilos.
IEDs, explosives.
Explosives.
Yeah.
So explosive specialist took it and destroyed all the IEDs.
Yes.
The first weekend on the northern border of Samaria was crazy because we get a lot of shooting at us about throwing IEDs, something like between kilo and 5 kilos. They are throwing it. It's homemade. It's a homemade
explosive devices.
Yeah, and they throwing it, and it goes boom, and sometimes with shreds.
And it's bigger than a grenade.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. But it's a homemade, so it's a little bit less.
Yeah.
So this is the first one. The first 2 days in the weekend, some people are destroying the fence, moving forward with tires and gasoline,
Yes.
and trying to burn the forest. Because if they will start burning in the forest, some settlements are inside the forest and they can burn it also. So we have a very huge area that from one side to the other side takes something like 2.5 hours to drive.
Yeah.
And inside, people, terrorists, are opening holes in the fence, running, trying to burn the forest, trying to throw us IEDs,
yes.
and shooting at us. And some of my commanders, it's the first time that they are engaged with some things like this. I had a young commander, a brigade commander, that was shocked. Somebody threw a IED at him and started to shoot at him. So we opened the door and started to shoot by driving.
Yes.
And he was hysterical.
Wait, so the Palestinians in northern Judea, in northern Samaria, were trying to join the attack of October 7th?
Yeah, for sure.
How big was this event? I mean, was it just a few people here and there?
No. I think it's organization. It's already organized. It's not that big like the 7th of October, but we have an alert that said that they are going to use between 1 or 2 cars full with explosive devices that will bomb 2 or 3 different areas, and then a truck or maybe a couple of trucks with terrorists will come and try to have another effect.
Yes.
By killing and trying to go to civilians and kill them.
And that's just one action in all of these events that you were experiencing.
It has a couple of scenarios. It can spread to 2 different areas, this event. And it was frightening because it was almost the same like the 7th of October. It will have a lot of wounded and killed from the military side, and you have to prepare.
But how many people were trying to attack Israel at that point? Just in that area?
This organization?
Yes.
It's between tens, maybe more. It can be 100 terrorists.
Do you realize that, I mean, all of our eyes were in Gaza.
For sure.
Me and everybody else in the whole world. We were talking about theories that maybe the Palestinians in Judea and Samaria would try to join. And you were saying they were trying to join.
For
It
sure.
was happening already.
For sure.
They were organized, they were ready. They were in contact apparently with people in Gaza because if they already have things ready.
We knew about the specific cars with the explosive devices. We knew specific cars. We knew the organization. We shot a missile on a holy compound.
Yeah.
In the under it, it's an underground room that we shot and killed like 4 of the leaders of this organization in just a couple of days when we got there.
Yeah. Yeah, you went to Janine. You went inside Janine.
Yeah.
You had a whole operation over there.
Yeah, for sure. So we hit them and killed a couple of them. And we did a lot of action on this specific area to kill all the leaders and to kill all the terrorists before they will come and do the same of 7th of October in this area.
Yeah, so try to cut it off before it starts.
Yeah, and we already talk to all the places that we in charge, told them that this is the scenario, not the specific one, because we didn't want them to panic. It's not funny. It was crazy because nobody from the military came to the civilians in this area and talked to them. From the 7th of October until we get there. So
the civilians in the towns had no idea what was going on.
More or less in this area. So I took the responsibility and went there and talked to everybody and tell them not to be panicked from one side and not to trust me from the other side because things happen.
Yes.
And
they are being actively targeted.
Yeah. And then again, this is my responsibility. I will do everything in my power. I have a huge unit, and we are doing our best to keep you.
So what did you do in Jenin? What did you find there?
Well, we did a lot of things. The first thing...
What was the mission in Jenin?
I will say before Jenin, we have a lot of villages in front of us, full with guns, explosive devices, and terrorists.
Villages even before Jenin.
Yeah. Way before. It's near the border.
Yeah.
So first thing about the defense, we have a tiny spot of defense. This is the road and the fence. And it was quite difficult to defend something that is like 2 meters in front of you and you cannot cross it.
Yeah.
So the first thing I told the soldiers, okay, let's take the initiative and let's move forward and let's do patrols by foot, not cars, by foot inside the villages. This is the first time after years that IDF soldiers are walking inside villages. I told them everything. You can open fire in this case, in this case, in this case, specific. Be careful from one side, not to kill children but if you see a terrorist with ID that throws something at you, you can kill him.
Yes. Fire to kill.
If you see somebody with gun, you can kill him.
Shoot to kill.
So you have a specific area that you can work with, or you have all the approvals to work, and everything is open. Until if you have a border, you can work with it. So we started by this, and we did a lot of things, and the initiative moves from the terrorists to our side. It was very important for the confidence of my unit, because it's first time that they are engaging and fighting and killing terrorists, and it was crazy. And before this, we got shot over the head more than one time. And a lot of things happened.
They opened fire at you.
Yeah, without hesitating to kill us, for sure. Afterwards, we move forward to Jenin area. Jenin is the head of the terrorist organization in Judea and Samaria. Almost all the, let's say, popular terrorist, somebody that killed some Jew from other places, are moving to Jenin, because Jenin is the top of the terrorists in Judea and Samaria.
Okay.
This is the elite. Okay, the most sophisticated TikTok also terrorists. They are doing a lot of TikToks.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's all happening there. That's the headquarters for the heads of terrorists.
Yeah, this is the head. This is the most a complex area. If you did something, you are running to Jenin, to a specific area, and they will keep you alive. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So this is in general.
That's the situation of Jenin.
This is the situation in Jenin. So we did a lot of different operations inside Jenin, something like 5 or 6 before I was injured. Some of them are engineering, because they have booby traps inside the roads.
Inside Jenin,
Inside Janine.
just like in Gaza.
Inside Janine, they have booby traps. When you are driving a road, sometimes it's under the road. They are digging, putting some explosive between 20 kilos to 150 kilos.
Oh, wow.
Okay. And some of it we know. Okay. We know about it because somebody told us, or we saw it from a drone that went every day to search and see if you'll have something on the ground.
Yeah.
And other booby traps are on trash. They're putting something inside a trash area.
Like those big green trashes on the street, that could be a booby trap as well.
Yeah, for sure. And some places are wrapped on something on, let's say, a wall.
Yeah.
That can send marbles after they are explode.
Oh, so you take the explosives, they put marbles on it, so that
sprays marbles from above to a unit that moves on a street.
And they strap that to a wall.
Yeah. So
every step you take in Janine, you have to be very careful.
Very careful, for sure.
That's their objective.
Also, they took some areas inside the urban area and took some holes that are quite safe in, let's say, third floor. This is the highest. And they can shoot a sniper shot from this area without exposing. Okay, so it's a wall. There's a hole inside the wall, and they can shoot from there.
Yes.
And they know the area quite good.
So it's a war zone. They were prepared for you guys arriving, and everything it's a war zone.
This is their area. They know everything. They know all the places. It's a very crowded area. The roads are sometimes this big, so you almost cannot pass it. You have to. I'm a big one. You are also. So you have to.
And you have gear on you as well.
And I have a lot of gear, so I need to move like on the side to get inside this road.
Yes,
and this is a road. Okay. Sometimes you cannot move with a car, so you move by foot. And the building is it's not. It's like somebody threw it on the ground. And this is like building, okay? Because
there's no planning.
No, there's absolutely no planning.
When you look at maps of most Arab towns and villages, normally you just see that the roads are all just.
No, it's
build wherever you want.
Let's say it's something like 3 kilometers by 2. Mm-hmm. It's an area that they have something like 3,000 and more buildings. It's shreds. It's one on top of the other, and you don't have roads, and you don't have the entrance. The entrance is quite difficult, and the maps are not in general specific to the to the area.
Yes.
So it's quite hard to work with. So
very chaotic.
First of all, we took engineers, and we have D9 that works before we are getting inside.
D9 is a very, very big vehicle for engineering that basically drives very slow but can move anything.
Yeah, it's a huge
tractor
with all kinds of plates inside of it and around it and under it that can easily
drive over mines,
manage a safe mode of destructing booby traps underground. So I have pictures I will send you. For example, something like almost 50 kilos he has a big sword, something like half a meter, that he pushed it on the ground, underground, and started to break the concrete down. And if he will get in touch of this booby trap, it will explode on him.
By the way, that's also an image that the Palestinian side of the media likes to portray a lot, of these broken roads.
Yeah.
Now you're saying that the reason the army does this is because
this
they
is the
put
reason.
booby traps on the road.
This is the reason.
And you don't exactly to pinpoint this one. So you have to
to break something on the
obviously.
road. Because safety is first, okay? We're not doing it for fun. We're doing it because we need to.
You're not going to sacrifice Israeli soldiers' human life.
For sure.
For some concrete.
For sure.
Yes.
So this is the main thing. Afterwards, we did couple of missions, including snipers, by killing some people with drones and snipers. To be precise,
What people?
Terrorists.
Yeah.
Terrorists. To be precise, so. A lot of people tell, "Oh, you're killing civilians," and we always kill terrorists, and we wounded terrorists.
How do you identify? How do you differentiate between?
They have guns. They have guns in general. They are throwing IEDs.
Yeah.
They are part, and when we frame them before, so we have 100% that this is a terrorist group. This is a people we see.
They're part of the group. They're active part of the group.
We see they are shooting couple of times and throwing IEDs before the drone sent a missile to kill them.
Oh, so it's important for you to know that they acted on something. They're not just holding a rifle. They had to shoot. They had to throw the IED before you target.
Yeah.
And eliminate that. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's something a lot of people don't know.
And it's frustrating from our side because we are seeing everything and we're waiting for the missile to get down and we are waiting for approvals and things take time.
Yeah.
And
something that other armies don't wait for.
Yeah, for sure. and it's for sniper to sniper, I can tell you it's one shot. It's one opportunity. You see the target, you are focusing on it. Everything is okay. Just tell me to shoot.
Yes.
So sometimes I say the snipers, if you see this and this and this, you have an approval.
Yeah.
Don't wait for me.
Yeah.
Shoot, I will back up you.
Yeah.
And they did it. And they did it amazing. Amazing. But we killed only terrorists. Only. For sure.
You can 100% back every single person that you target and eliminate.
10,000%.
10,000%. That's good to you. By the way, you were also targeted by a sniper.
Yeah.
Not just you to them.
Yeah, for sure.
Want to tell me what happened there?
So we went to the refugee camp. It was a big event. My unit was in charge of searching more than 300 buildings, including tunnels, including guns, including IEDs, including other things in the area. It was amazing. At the beginning, everything works. Everything was ticking. I was the commander, but I was on the ground, and I took each and every commander. I told him, okay, get down. This is your area. This is the first building. You realize it on the maps. Start. Okay, so each and every one, I took him by hand, show him, because it's very difficult, because every unit works on a strip and covers one another. And this is a very, this is an area with a lot of buildings and a lot of covers. So it's quite difficult to see.
maneuver.
See everybody and work. So you work very slow and you have not a lot of time. So working day and night, and you have to open buildings. So sometimes you blow a hole in some place and get inside. Sometimes you are breaking with a hammer and get inside. So you are hearing everybody works.
You have to maneuver through the chaos, through the booby traps, through the terrorists, through everything.
Through everything.
Yeah.
And it was quite hard, but everything ticks. So everything is working. All the unit is focused. We're getting a lot of people. We're arresting a lot of people. We're engaging. We're destroying a lot of terrorist equipment and have a lot of impact inside the area. After a couple of hours, I went to check a fire car for fire department and the Jenin fire department that went from the city to the governmental hospital that was inside my area. It was quite strange because there was no fire. There's no fire whatsoever. And somebody told me maybe they have IEDs inside the truck or guns. Because in general, we know inside the governmental hospital, we saw in our eyes more than 2 terrorists with guns.
So you saw them using the fire truck and the governmental hospital to store weapons as a shelter for military purposes.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
They throw IEDs from the hospital at us.
Really?
At the beginning, yeah.
Oh wow.
But you cannot go inside because this
is hospital.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So it's very difficult to work, and they are using all the things in the Geneva convention to do. Yeah. And you cannot go inside, and you cannot shoot, and you cannot do a lot of things, although you have a threat from there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm guessing you have a lot more experience than me, and you know a lot more than me. But international law says that if they use a place for military purposes, then it's a military target.
Yeah, but you have to frame them at this compound, and I didn't have any photos. I moved at night without pushing the gas inside my vehicle. But the thing is...
Oh, so you need to film, you need some footage if you don't have that, doesn't matter if they throw IEDs or shoot.
Yeah.
You can do anything about it. Okay.
So we drive, and I saw 2 terrorists with guns on a motorcycle. They saw us. They didn't shoot at us, but they turned the motorcycle and drive inside the hospital, driving.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So I tried to open the Jeep, and the Jeep it's very hard to get in outside because I have everything on me.
You can just jump in a second.
No, it takes time. So I just went out. I took my gun and tried to aim, but it was too late.
Wait, we're deviating. We're talking about the sniper story.
Yeah. So I went to the fire truck. I started to search it. After 1.5 minutes, there was a shot in the air. The first one, I got injured. I got it to my left leg. It get inside and went down.
You were shot from the fire truck?
No. From someplace else.
Oh, you didn't know yet.
The first thing I know that I got shot. I got an electric feeling, like somebody electrocutes you on the leg. Yeah. And the second thing, it's like a baseball bat that somebody hits you in the leg.
Oh, wow.
It's not a pain of something that hits you. It's something else.
It's a shock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I thought about a couple of things in this minute. First thing, I told the people that this is a sniper. because nothing else makes sense.
Yeah, and you know how it works.
I aimed them this target. I told them this is the area that they shot me. I thought that if I will fall down, I'm very big guy, and my unit, my 3 soldiers are not that big, so they will have to get close to me and carry me back.
Yeah.
And
So
if they will close, they get close, the sniper will shoot again.
So you were still in the sniper's range, and they weren't, and you didn't want them to come here.
They were in the area.
But
the thing is,
but not in his line of sight.
What's going to do with me? So I know it's a sniper. I know I got shot. I know that if I will fall, everything can be a little bit more complex. So I jump on the one leg that I got, because the other one I cannot feel it. I'm jumping on one leg with everything on me. I'm quite big, and I have a lot of equipment on
Heavy
me.
gear on, yeah.
Yeah. And I told them, shoot back. I have a picture. I will send it, everything. I have 360 about my injury, because Al Jazeera filmed it live. Hamas took films also. I have a...
Oh, you have the video of you getting shot?
Yeah. I have a triangle. You know, the red
red triangle.
I have the red triangle.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
You know you made it when your enemies target you. Okay, that's good.
And one more thing, I have from one of my soldiers 360, because he got also a GoPro.
Oh.
So he can see the other side.
Oh, so you have everything filmed
from my shot. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So I got shot. I'm jumping on one leg back to the vehicle. I closed it. I told them, shoot back. We cannot see the sniper.
So
general.
just
shoot back.
General direction.
Yeah.
Cover you.
Yeah. Cover me. They cover me, went inside the vehicle. And now we have to drive a couple of minutes from there, because I'm all alone. And my unit is inside the houses fighting. So I have to go to another place. I'm wounded. I told everybody, Kodkod Choresh, this was my name.
Yes.
Kodkod Choresh is wounded. And we started to move something like 10 minutes to another area. And then you have to take all the vehicles, because they are bulletproof, to put them on circle or triangle or something that can protect you. On this time, I didn't feel so good. I lost a lot of blood, something like 3.5 liters.
Oh, wow.
I told one of my soldiers...
Are you still functioning at this point?
Yeah. It's quite hard, because the pain start increasing.
Yeah.
I told them I'm not feeling that good. If they can take me from the vehicle and put me on the ground, and I lost conscience first time. The second time I was open my eyes, and I saw somebody that put me a cat on my leg. And he bought it from China.
A cat is something to stop the bleeding from happening.
Yeah.
It stops your veins.
Yeah. So he's working on it, and he buy it from China. So it broke.
Oh, fuck.
And it was. I think it was painful from my injury. It was. So they put it one more time. This time is the original one, and put it back. I lost conscience second time for a couple of minutes, and when I was opening my eyes, I saw my doctor. My doctor is a children doctor.
Okay, he's a pediatrician.
Yeah, it's a fatty one, a little bit, and came from Golani. He's a true fighter. It's a true fighter, but it's such adorable. It's like a teddy bear.
You have a pediatrician taking care of your leg shot by a sniper in the middle of Janine.
Yeah.
That is surreal.
For sure. So he's cutting my uniform. it's a new uniform that I just got, a tactical one with all the patches, with all the things. And it's quite emotional by cutting it. I'm looking at him and I see everything. And I'm telling him, I got injured in my leg. What are you doing? But this is the protocol.
Yeah.
The protocol is cutting everything and then
check if there's anything else.
Everything. The second thing that the most important thing, don't cut my underpants. Don't cut it. I don't care about the protocol. Don't cut it.
Leave me with something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He cut everything. So I got Actic. Actic is like morphine in a candy. Okay. It's a popsicle that somebody put you in the mouth. You are licking it, and it's like a morphine. The thing is, when I passed away a couple of times, they thought I
passed out. Yeah, passed away.
Passed away, met. נכון, passed out. They thought I will, the popsicle went inside and I will choke.
Yes.
So they wrap it on my
finger for you to suck on your finger.
Yeah, so I can lick it, but it's stuck on my finger. So if I will
That's smart, actually. That's really smart.
Smart and stupid, I will tell you. We didn't have any evacuation. The thing is, the terrorists started to shoot at us from 3 different areas. And you cannot land a helicopter that they will... This is not a landing zone for a helicopter. So they put me inside a bulletproof vehicle, and we have to drive something like 40 minutes to the border. From there, they can evacuate me. So we are driving, and not some nice car with all bumps and a lot of crowd. They drove alone, and they have a lot of boundaries of IDs that they put. So the vehicles won't have the ability to go back. Okay?
So you can escape.
One of the soldiers took all kinds of turns to move back, left, right, to move all the borders that they throw on the roads. And after 45 minutes, more or less, and shooting on the vehicle and it
was an active battle war zone during your evacuation.
It's a war zone. I have a picture of my vehicle and the ambulance. This is the last picture before I went to the hotel, to the hospital.
Yeah.
The most frightening thing, I didn't afraid of anything at that point. Even if I was injured, even you
didn't feel fear.
No, I'm a commander. I put some orders. I didn't thought about my leg. I didn't thought about I thought about all the other things. The first time I was afraid is talking to my wife.
Why?
This is the first place I was afraid. I was inside the ambulance with all the sirens and everything, and a lot of talking, and I was in a lot of pain. I told them, stop the sirens, stop at the side. Nobody talks. I'm calling my wife. I called my wife. I smiled all the conversation. Specifically,
you can hear her smiling.
Yeah, she can hear me smiling. I told her, listen, I have something in my leg. I got hit, not shot, nothing. I have something in my leg. I'm going to the hospital. Everything is okay. Fine. Don't come.
So she knows something happened.
Yeah.
She can hear your voice that you're okay. So you're covered.
Don't come.
Why were you so afraid to call your wife?
I think she's hysterical. So I think this is the biggest moment.
You know she's gonna hear this, right?
Yeah, sure. She's hysterical, for sure. So the thing is, I didn't know how she will handle it in general, and it frightened me because she has a lot of obligation about the children, about all the things, and I'm injured and I don't know what happened yet because I'm on the way to the hospital. I know I got shot. I don't know what happened. And I'm thinking to myself, okay, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, I'm coming back. This is not happening, but I didn't know it yet. So this is the first call. The second one was to my father to tell him I was injured, that he can come.
Yeah.
And then to the hospital, and then to surgery, and then to all the other things. It was quite hard from a battalion commander with 600 soldiers to a man that cannot pee on himself. So it's quite the difference between a top mountain that you are on to asking somebody to help you peeing.
Yeah.
It's
You're highly functional. You have people under you, depending on you. You're managing this crazy war zone day and night, and suddenly you go from 100 to 1.
yeah, it's quite hard.
Yeah, that's
Quite hard.
I can't even
painful.
imagine.
It's different.
Yeah.
It's starting to walk from zero. It's starting from the beginning. But then again, I'm not religious.
Yeah.
But from the other side, I can say sometimes I believe in karma. Sometimes you get something to change in yourself. I got hit by a sniper on my leg. He aimed to the head. He was stupid in general.
Yeah.
But I get hit on my leg, so I cannot walk. And before the war, I was a CEO of a startup company in cyber area.
Yeah.
And I worked like 17 hours a day, maybe sometimes 14, 17, work around the clock. And somebody told you, okay, stop
Everything.
Stop. Now, is this the road that you want to go and move forward, or you want to change something? But right now, you are stopping everything.
Yeah.
So it's crazy. I think it's karma.
And it happened in an instance.
Yeah.
It's not that you started, the war finished and you had some time to... No. It's in a second.
Yeah, it's a snap, and then you are somebody else.
Yeah.
Because the commander is part of me. The leading of it's part of me. It's something that it's inside me that differentiates me from other people.
Yeah.
And right now everything cuts, and you are somebody else.
Yeah. You mentioned right now that you have this time for thinking, for realization. I like us to maybe go deeper into that.
Okay.
So you went from 100 to 0. We just talked about all the experience and everything you saw in Janine, in the Gazan envelope, everything that happened. You saw how, you just told us how we fight, and you saw how they fight. So, again, to touch a little bit how we started the conversation, what do you say to the people outside of Israel and sadly inside that still act like there's some kind of moral balance between the two sides of this war?
There isn't. In general, I can say in general, everybody is terrorist, okay? But it's including everybody. So I can say different thing. The children in Gaza are learning every day how to hate us. That it's okay and blessed to kill Jews. In general,
That's how the Gazans are deciding to educate their children.
From kindergarten. Okay, this is the base. The Mein Kampf, it's a base. I don't like the word Nazis because the Nazis killed 6 million Jews,
Yes.
and they have their own place. But Hamas, in the other side, are doing everything to kill all the Jews.
They're taking inspiration from that ideology.
And not all the Jews and the associate. If they are killing Jews, sometimes they are saying Jews is equals to 10 Jews. 1 Jews equals 10 Jews.
Because they are Arabs who are helping the Jews.
Yeah, some sort of.
Yeah, they're kuffars.
Yeah. So it's crazy. So the education is something that they have to change. The second thing is the belief. They are not Muslims, that they are Islamistic. And that's a big difference between it. Because they won't grow as a religious people. They started to be religious in the teenage area and believing what the commanders of the terrorists tell them. They don't know anything about the religion. They don't know anything about Islam. They know a couple of lines, couple of surahs, couple of things, and this is the belief. Okay, so they will pray, but they don't know anything about it. And the things they are knowing is jihad, is killing Jews, is the Jews are pigs or other animals, and killing all the kuffars. So this is the main thing.
Yeah,
we are not talking about people that want peace with us. It's our imagination. They are saying it from
what do you mean?
one.
It's our imagination.
This is our imagination. We are hoping. Okay, we are praying for peace. We are. There is a quote in Rome that said, "If you want peace, prepare for war." Okay, in general. So we want peace in general. We want to live here without interference. We want to grow our children in peace. And we want to be a high-tech nation or something like it. But we are dealing with people that praise death, that praise shaheeds.
That's something you saw and you experienced?
Yeah, for sure. You're seeing it everywhere. When you go into a village, there were pictures everywhere of suicide bombers, of people with guns everywhere. This is to worship. When you're moving inside a town in Israel, you see pictures of people that entertain children.
Yeah.
Okay? In general, you're not seeing a terrorist that kills a lot of people in
It doesn't
areas.
common, no.
No.
Maybe once in a while you see a poster for the IDF, but other than that, you don't see.
Listen, in there, this is the main thing. A lot of posters.
It's that common.
Yeah. And everybody has guns. Everybody has guns, knives, and other things. And when you go in Gaza, for sure, every building has something that connect to the Hamas.
Like what, for example?
Everything. Underground tunnels, rocket launchers, booby traps, mines, some sort, guns, everything. Almost every building in Gaza have something. So if you see in general, you cannot see everybody is terrorist. But then again, if they will stay here, let's be honest. The children of Tzuk Eitan, I don't remember the name in English.
We'll look for it.
Okay.
What year was this? Tzuk Eitan?
2014. The operation 2014. The children in there was the Nukhbas that went inside Israel.
Yeah. If we don't stop that chain of education, the children today will lead to the same future as the Gazas now.
We have to win this war in general. We have to win this war against Hamas. We have to destroy Hamas. And there is different things we need to do. We need to move the population to secure areas that the IDF is controlled 100%. First of all, after we move all the population, we can work harder on this area and destroy Hamas. After we will finish, listen, all the Gaza Strip is ruined, okay? With a lot of destruction. They don't have any place to live in the next 20 years or so. So we have to evacuate the population from these specific areas to other countries, pay them, give them a new opportunity to do something else with their lives, not terrorists, and send them. Enjoy yourself someplace else, Indonesia, I don't know, I don't care. But if we want work precisely by conquering this area, by moving step by step, by destroying all the tunnels, by killing all the Hamas members, or 70% of them.
Reversing all of the terrorist infrastructure that was constructed over there, basically.
Yeah, and it will take time. But if you will call the reserves one more time, 400,000 people, and go simultaneously inside the Gaza Strip, you can do it in less than 4 months. And finish with it. We don't have any opportunity, and I'm thinking about the kidnappers, about the kidnappees. Right now, Hamas don't want to release everybody.
He never wanted to release everybody.
For sure.
It's their only survival card of survival.
For sure. So if we will push them to the limit, maybe they will to go abroad with cash, maybe. Because Netanyahu offers cash, just we will move you to a safe place and then you can move forward. But if you are not willing to go all the way and finish with it, we will stay at the same position, moving a little bit forward, moving back, moving forward. It's not working.
Yeah, that's the plan that you have. What does winning, what does victory look like for you? Like for the end result? You said we have to win.
Yeah.
What does the win look like?
First of all,
because up until now we have a ceasefire with Hezbollah right now. We have a ceasefire with Iran, and we've been going till these little quiet patches with Hamas for the past 17 years. So, what does winning look like?
I think at the end we need to give hope to our children for the next, let's say, 30 years. When looks like there's no threat on the north from Hezbollah, and if there is a threat, the Israeli Defense Forces can hit it. We don't need anybody else to guard us. It didn't work.
UNIFIL has proven to be very.
It didn't work. It won't work. We need to do it by ourselves, and we need the opportunity to do it freely. So this is about Hezbollah. Hamas, the Gaza Strip, from my opinion, from Netzarim road north, there's nothing there. Nothing. Everything is destroyed, including the Gaza city. Everything is destroyed. Because this is the main issue right now. From the Netzarim area to the south, there's a compounds that Israeli control. And for example, from Netzarim north, everything is without humanitarian, without water, without humanitarian trucks, without nothing.
You're saying right now that's how it is right now?
No, right now it's not. Move the population, close everything. They will starve or they will surrender, or dying. This is the option. So, because Hamas will stay there in general. If you don't have any population, if you are bringing the humanitarian to the population in secure bubbles, okay, or humanitarian bubbles, and everything will get to them, everything is okay.
Right. So let me see if I understand this straight. Yeah, we create these humanitarian bubbles south of Netzarim.
Yeah.
You move the population over there.
Yeah.
And then you clean the rest of Gaza, basically?
You clean the north part of
North
Gaza.
part of Gaza.
Okay. You're sieging them in general. You siege. You put a siege without any water, about any supplies, and stay there.
Yeah.
You don't have to move any troop inside. Just wait. Just wait. Couple of months. They will starve. They don't have any kidnappees there. Okay? And wait. They will surrender. And this is the first part of the collapsing of Hamas. Okay? The second one you can do in the north, in Rafah. Also,
Rafah is in the south.
In the south.
Yeah.
I told north?
Yes.
South. Okay. In the south, Rafah. We are already doing it. So we have two places. And if you will do humanitarian bubbles and everything will come to their hand, defended by the IDF, we can work it. So 70% of all the assets of Hamas, military and governance in Gaza will destroy. All the tunnels, 70% will destroy. This is a winning.
Okay. So basically erase Hamas from Gaza
For
entirely.
Sure. Nobody will come.
And there's nobody
will come and govern this area when you have more than 3,000 Hamas and almost 10,000 jihad.
Yes.
Inside Gaza Strip.
And in your experience, your vision, from what you know, there's no, let's say, nicer way to go about this.
No, there isn't any other option. There isn't. You can
because of the amount of
say everything is okay. Lieberman, I heard that say, okay, let's build a wall.
Lieberman said, let's build a wall?
No, he said, this is not our concern. Okay, let's put it aside. This is the world concern. Something like, let's build a wall.
Yeah.
Let's paint it in blue and in yellow. And everything is okay. Nothing behind the wall. But then again, you have 3,000 soldiers, terrorists. It's not soldiers, it's terrorists.
Yeah.
That comes and wake up every day thinking how we kill other Jews. Okay, so you will get 7th of October on steroids.
Yeah, if we keep undermining how they are organized and how much they want to do it.
No, he wants the Egyptians to get inside the Gaza Strip. But then again,
do we trust Egyptians?
No. So you move Egypt forward. Okay, nothing can. You don't have any defense from Egypt, and you need to be careful. They will have tanks like 10 meters from Yad Mordechai. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Nothing will stop them to go to Tel Aviv. Nothing.
Yeah.
So you have to be smart, and there is not a nice solution to this conflict.
Yeah.
It's binary. It's 1 or 0. I think we have to win.
Up until now, nobody has been proven that consistently to be responsible enough to have our production in mind. Maybe a little bit here and there, but nobody consistently. And from what you're saying, it sounds like the Hamas has embedded itself so deeply into everyday life in buildings that if we continue waiting, it will just continue getting worse. And because we have waited, 16 years, let's say cleanup, the terrorist cleanup work is already past sane. It's not sane anymore. Look, what you're saying sounds really hard. I hope, we can
But
achieve
it's
those.
doable. It's
You
doable.
think it's doable?
For sure. It's doable. It will take something between 2 months to 4 months, and it's doable.
International wise, do you think is also doable?
Everything is doable. It's just a decision of Benjamin Netanyahu and the cabinet to move forward. Because right now we are playing. If we're talking about stairs, we are at stairs 2 from 10.
Yeah.
In this fast, we can arrange all the reserves and go to attack, full attack.
Yeah.
Not stopping, because Hamas will flag with the kidnappers and tell us, I'm willing to give you 5.
Yeah.
Don't stop. Move all the way until the end game. Hamas will fall on his knees and praise for us to bring every kidnappees and go safe for other places.
Yeah. But if we're talking about the fact that these are people who have been educating since kindergarten, that this is their mission in their life, this is the best thing in the world. So after Hamas falls, what do we do then? I mean, if they still think the same way, the people who we put in the humanitarian places,
if we can evacuate majority of people, amazing. Because this is a humanitarian. At the end, there isn't one. No, there is a couple of houses, but a lot of houses are destroyed. Family that don't have any compound at all or shelter or anything else should evacuate. Okay, this is a global concern for them in general. So if we will plan an evacuation with money includes, with the support of Trump, it will be amazing, because the threat from the children, from the education will be almost gone.
Yeah.
About Judea and Samaria, this is other thing that we need to discuss, because we have also terrorists there.
Yeah.
And the education is more of the same. So we have to work on it. And it will be hard and it will take time, but we have to get the initiative to do it. Right now, we're not doing, and we're hoping everything will be okay. Everything not going to be okay if we not push an initiative from our side for some sort of peace.
I understand what you're saying. Okay, that's a lot to take in. So now we talked about the outside. I would like us to focus back on Israeli society. So you just saw the story. You were injured. You had to go from 100 to 1. You came back home. You open the news. You open social media, and you see what Israelis are talking. You were in the battlefield with your men.
Yeah.
And then you see what Israelis' everyday life, what we are talking about, what we're hearing. What was the main difference compared to... Sorry, what did you notice about Israeli society compared to what you just lived through with your men?
When I went out from my house at first time, I thought a lot of things will be different. I drove to Netanya, for example.
Okay.
And we went to a store. And when we went out, we need to push a ticket to get out from the parking lot. And my wife, it failed or something. So we started to check, and we have to push the button and somebody will answer. And in general, when you push, nothing happens. And some girl knocked on our door, on our glass, and my wife opened it, and she started to act aggressive. And I thought to myself, I'm not driving because I cannot. And I thought to myself, wow, it's crazy. She's talking dirty. But 7th of October.
Yeah. How can she be talking to us?
It's crazy. And then my wife started to shout, and she started to curse. And I was freezing because I thought everything will be different. And the second thing that I saw is I heard beeping from cars, and it was crazy.
Yeah.
Like people beep.
Like the horns.
Yeah, horns.
Yeah.
Why? Everything changed. 7th of October.
So October, we should all be united.
Yeah.
We're one unit now.
Everything should be totally different. So the couple of times that I went from my house and I opened the television to see news, I was depressed because, listen, everything is good. We are working. We are fighting. This is the first time that I'm feeling part of something that is huge, like biblical, historical, something crazy, and not everybody is part of it, and people sitting in the couch and feeling depressed that like we are losing or something bad happened and let's stay in the bad side.
Yeah.
But
the dissonance between the reality and what people are feeling.
It's crazy that the difference between the people on the ground and people at the house.
Yeah.
And I started to go to the media. They asked me and I went and started to talk differently and telling, listen, everything is okay. We are all connected to the cause. We are fighting. We are winning. Everything is good. And people looked at me like I'm crazy. Like I'm not talking exactly like all the people are talking, especially all kinds of people that came from the military long time ago and speaks on the news and telling a lot of different things, bad things. We should not do this, and we should not do that, and we will not do this, and we cannot win this. Listen, everything is good. I told somebody I should take people from the couches and do a tour in Gaza and show them with their eyes the fighters and everything else, and they will come back home more optimistic that everything is okay and we are winning. But it's crazy. It's crazy at the end, and I'm working very hard on rehab on one leg, and the other one is changing the voice to say something else with a lot of hope to everybody, because we started it. I started it for my children at the end. This is the most important thing. My children, the future. I'm half leg on the grave. Okay?
Okay.
But this is the important thing. The continuous of Israel, the continuous of the Jewish state.
Yes.
The continuous of the Zionist state.
And if the media keeps on telling a story and an image that we are losing, that there's no hope, people in Israel think the same way and they make decisions that affect and maybe will actually lead us to that place.
For sure. And it's crazy.
But it's not, in the beginning we talked about Aretz. It's not just Aretz. It's Channel 12, Channel 11. I see Ynet. They all have this rhetoric of everything is horrible. We're losing the government. I mean, you're doing something about it.
Listen,
you had a fight in the ground. Now you're fighting towards the good of the people in Israel.
Listen, there was a guy that lost his son and his wife that called Aviada. I think Aviada Bacham from Be'eri. He was a left wing. He helped Palestinians. His father would drive Palestinians to hospitals.
Yeah.
He was all the way toward peace. Okay. In general.
Yeah.
And he had this event. He was badly injured. He's crippled without a leg. And his son was killed. His wife was killed. And he has a daughter.
Oh, he talks a lot in the news.
Yeah.
He said that he's a left wing that was betrayed because he had a hope, of course, just with Gaza, and then he saw what
he
the
saw the
actually
truth.
was. He saw the truth.
He saw and not just him. A lot of people saw the truth. People that they thought they have future with them. They pray for peace.
Yeah.
They did some picture event with them, and then they crossed the line and killed all their friends and families.
Yeah.
The Palestinian, the terrorists didn't ask if you are left wing or right wing, or if you are believing in peace or not, and if you are speaking Hebrew or not. They didn't care less.
If you're in Israel, that's it.
They butchered a lot of people by doing horrible things. And the thing is, we are easy to forget. We like fishes because we hope for the best every time, even if it's worse. We have to remember the 7th of October. And every time we should see, every week, 3 minutes of 7th of October from the Hamas side and see the horrible things that they did. Because
it shows our true intention.
Yeah, it will take you to a perspective of what's going on and what the other side thinks. And I think it will change how people think about getting peace with these beasts.
Yeah. So to close the episode, let's talk actions. Because on 7th of October, you had a lot of people who were active, people who went to the army, people who went to give food, a lot of things. And you have a lot of passive people that even up to today are the people who are trying to protest against Israel, etc. What do you think we as Israelis should do from now on, different than we did before? Like everyday civilians, not just the army people.
I think we should trust the sword for the next decade and not hope for peace in general. It's very sad to say, but this is the truth. And if we are taking the sword down, we don't have any future here. So this is first. Second thing, we have to change. The government should change a lot of new people that not acquainted to politics from the field. From the field, the reserves, people that put some help for evacuees or others should join this.
People with experience on the ground and people that actually stood up and helped and did something about.
And they should look, the government should look back on the people that they send them and start working with them. For them, not with them for them.
Yes.
Because we need a big change here. And we should speak differently. We don't have left, we don't have right. Eli Sharabi told it, we don't have right, we have straight.
100%.
So we have straight. We need to do a couple of years of something like rehabilitation to change with us together all the Jewish communities from other places around the world because of the anti-Semitism, because they are important, a very important people, and we should put a lot of attention about them because things can change with a lot of places. Look about New York right now, and Australia, and all kinds of places, and French, and Belgium.
The only safe places here.
So,
the only truly safe places here.
Yeah, for sure. It's crazy, but it's true.
You cannot just say Jews to protect Jews.
We have to push forward to connect with them. They have a lot of problems, and we can help them. We can help them by helping them. We will help us. So it's a win-win situation. I'm not thinking that we did enough for the communities around the world, and not enough for the citizens of Israel. Back in the north and the south, we still need to do a lot of things, and we have something like 8 years to change a lot and to bring all the young people that fought on the ground as a soldiers to come to politics, to come to a lot of places and change. I think we have a bright future, and this is a crisis, and you can build a nation from the memory and the crisis.
Amen. I really hope that we have a brighter future. Tomer, this has been a very long episode. You have been here and you told everything to detail. So first of all, thank you so much for taking out of your time. I know you have a lot to do, and telling us everything that you experienced, everything you saw, and giving at least a direction, I hope, to what we can do to make things different. So again, thank you so much for everything you do.
Thank you very much for having me. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for listening to Heroes of Zion. The fact that you are still here is a step towards a better future, simply because now we can make better decisions that affect us all from a more knowledgeable position. If you enjoy the episode and think it's worth a share, go ahead and send it to anyone who might be interested in knowing the truth on the ground. Just like we talked about in the beginning of the episode, it's still relevant right now. But what would help me the most is growing this mission, building a team so I can keep creating content like this more regularly and keep exposing the truth. And for that, I need your help. All the ways you can support are linked in the description below. Thank you for being a part of this. Until next time, I'm Israel Chai.